Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stage Racing. Welcome back. We are working on, where's it at? Right here. We're working on this guy. He's a good car, but he needs a little massaging. So, it is the Midwest. It's very cold outside, so I'm gonna leave the heaters on this time. So I'm probably either gonna have to like talk over the video or do the best I can so you can kind of hear what I'm doing. But it's basically wrenching on a bunch of things that we have to add on to it. We already did a couple modifications to the car. Let me flip the camera around so I can show you. We already did like the depot headlights on the last video. Small upgrades here. We are putting the interior back together so far. We are doing the SRT4 interior. These suck to get. They're hard to find and they're always beat the hell up. I got lucky. This one's actually in pretty good shape. Got one little scuff mark right there. We still got to put the rest of the interior back together, but that's what we got. I kind of have a car I can take stuff off of from a buddy of mine. It's all the interior, like the upgraded one, so I want to change this to the new one. Possibly even the steering wheel. Just make it more modernized, more updated at what you can say. I haven't found any door cards yet that I can replace with the newer ones, but they work, they're functional. Did a bunch of stuff. There was an electronic problem that I had going on, so I fixed that. I had to replace the water pump because the old water pump was being kind of a douche. Let me hold up the microphone here. But overall, it was pretty good. If I'm really close to the camera, don't mind the big ass, fat ass nose. I just got to talk really close. And I think we did. Oh yeah. I did the anti-gravity upgrade to this one as well, and I cleaned up a bunch of wires that were over here. Just kind of, they were just there, so I had to clean them up. He had some gauges in here that weren't really my taste, so taking those off, and we're kind of redoing a bunch of stuff. What we're going to be installing today is some control arms. He has spherical bearings in these right now. These are spherical control arms. Probably really good for track days, not so much good for daily driving. I'm gonna look at he's got the Porsche brakes on there that I still haven't figured out really the ins and out of it yet, but I will share that information when I can. To be honest with you, I think we're gonna replace those coilovers. They are the ground control ones. Not the biggest fan of them, to be honest with you, not the biggest fan of them. Don't know yet if we're going to cross that bridge, but when we get there, I'll let you guys know. We're basically going to upgrade a bunch of the stuff here that's been, car's sat for almost 2 years, so going to take care of it. We got a washer pump that was taken off for track car. We're going to put that back together. Sourcing a lot of these neon stuff is getting hard, but just with time, I think I can do I can do it. It just takes time, you know. So what we have here is a new motor mount with polyurethane inserts. I ran this on the blue car before we went SRT4 swap. By the way, we're gonna get back to this. I just want to get some stuff squared away with this one, but I know a lot of guys are like asking me like, what are we doing with this? So we will get to that. We have a new excuse me, a new washer pump. It's a little different than the OEM one. This is the OEM one. Got the washer bottle fluid container. Just little stuff like that. And I want to do something where this has the oil pressure sensor in the going into the block, which is how you should do it. But then he has like the oil pressure aftermarket oil pressure sensor going to the same place, and all it does is just leak really bad. And I want to do kind of like what I did with this one. Matter of fact, I'll show you. Sorry if I'm just rambling. I just want to share with the information with you. Hold on. So with this one, I did a remote. I kind of remotely located it. So this is a Dash 4 oil pressure line that I made myself, and it follows all the way back to the sandwich plate. That's where my temp sensor's at, my oil pressure sensor's at. Here's my oil pressure sensor. Like I said, I mounted it over there remotely. You should remotely put your oil pressure sensors that are aftermarket, because within time the brass, it tends to crack, and this is probably what happened. It leaked or something, I don't know. So we'll cross our vision on a little bit, but that's essentially what I got going on today. So just hang tight and enjoy the ride and go from there. I'm removing the cradle bolts, installing glue Loctite, and reinstalling them. They were loose because of the solid motor mounts. If you get a shot of my belly with my shirt up, you're welcome. If you don't, you can only imagine how bad it looks. So the reason we're replacing this is a solid motor mount. It rattles like a motherfucker. Not so great for daily driving / maybe if I want to take it out to the track. But this is a little too much for my old ass right now. Alright guys, I got the mount off. That is the old one. Here is the new one. And as you can see, the old one literally had, it's all metal. There is no bushing in there. So you feel every vibration of the car. And this is a new one. Like you can buy these off Rock Auto or wherever. They're fairly inexpensive, and you buy them, and yeah, these bushings for all the motor mounts cost me like $20. And yeah, that's it. That's basically, I just want to show you the difference between the two. Motor mount is installed. Should be a lot better of a comfort ride now. OEM hardware. Everything is OEM now. This was like Ace Hardware, but I changed it to OEM. That's why I have a bunch of bolts that are OEM that I kind of always keep. Couldn't find the OEM one that I had for this one a long time ago. If I find it, I'll replace it, but this is kind of what was there before. I torqued everything down to spec, and this part's done. Leave it to Dodge to make things really annoying. Guys, fun fact of the day. The reservoir that I got, this guy, the reservoir that I got is for a 96 to 99, because this will fit the blue one. But the 95 neons are like the redheaded stepchild of everything, so everything is fucking different. So it's supposed to go there. But mine goes through here, which I don't have a hole for it, so that kind of sucks. So that'll have to wait. So now we're going to start on the control arms because of that. So we took the control arm off from the driver's side. I'm going to show you what it looks like comparable to like an OEM. The one I got is a Moog. I don't know if it's OEM plus, but it's OEM-ish. It's not Mopar, but it's Moog, right? So I'm gonna flip it around and show you. Okay, as you see, this is the one I took off. This one has spherical all the way around. And this got the I believe the Howe ball joint that I run, and the blue one, it's basically for when you lower your car. I think they're a little taller than the original ones. I want to say, I don't know how this one is, but I want to say that they are. So this is the one that was, I'm pretty sure this is OEM, was just pressed in sphericals. May or may not run this on the blue car, I don't know yet. This is what we got. It is a Moog one. Everything is, like I said, it's OEM how it should be. It's newer, so it's not shitty looking, but it is rubber. This is all rubber. Pretty sure these are not urethane, these are all rubber. So the red car has urethane, but the red car is going to have, the blue car has urethane, but the red car is going to have rubber. For comfort reasons, for just street car reasons, right? And if we ever decide to change it up in something else, we can always press these on and put urethane on when the time comes. I can almost take these, put it on that, if I decide to put that on this. Options are there. So I'm gonna put this one back on, and then I'll show you guys. It's really easy. It's just the bolts, and luckily these came out because he took the bolts off before. If you didn't take these bolts off and the car was like never taken off, like control arms, you can be in a really bad place if they are rusted on there and the bolt strips out underneath, specifically this one. This one, and then you have to like cut through the firewall inside where the kick panel's at. It's a bunch of shit. Luckily he already took these out for obviously that reason, so we don't have to worry about anything like that. It came off, he put anti-seize, did everything I would do. So let's put those on and go from there.
A few moments later.
Battery kind of died midway of me putting it all together. I was trying to avoid taking out the shock. I ended up taking down the shock anyways. I'll show you what it looks like. There is no sway bars on this right now, but there will eventually be. So once I torque everything down, mark it, I'm going to grease the ball joint and then move on to the passenger side. Like I said, I was trying to avoid taking the shock. Take fucking shock off, it's just easier. So I'm gonna get to it.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Good morning, boys and girls. We are day 2 of the control arm swap. I got the old one swapped out with the new like move ones, I guess you can call them. So we took the I've never used ground control coilovers, so we took the coilovers off because I want to take the helper spring off and possibly reuse it on the blue car, since this is really just like a comfortable daily. So I'm gonna do a couple things to make it not so I don't know, what do you call it, not track car-ish, more daily friendly. And I want to say these were made by the previous owner, and they look pretty cool. Never seen them before, so we're gonna reuse them. We're just gonna see what, like I said, I've never used ground controls. This is all new to me, so we're gonna try these out and see what happens. Guys use this spring to help with a lot of the dampener settings, a lot of the spring rates, to help basically kind of subsidize a lot of the issues that comes with track racing. That's as far as I know how to really explain these. I haven't really ever dived into one of these, but I saw this and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use this. So helper spring is out. We're gonna clean some stuff off and put it kind of back together, and lube a lot of this stuff off that's been kind of sitting. And then
after disassembling some of the coilover components, some of them are already starting to break and bend a little bit. Since I've never used ground control, I'm not kind of the biggest fan of it, so we're just probably eventually going to go with BCs. But just enjoy the rest of the video how I disassembled and cleaned some of the stuff in the coilovers, but that's going to be the route going forward.
alright, it's all put back together without the helper spring. I did notice something. I was a dumbass and forgot to put the bump stop in there, so then I had to disassemble it again. So double check your work, kids. Don't forget the bump stop. These are not factory bolts. Eventually I want to get OEM factory bolts, but they're getting kind of hard to find. Now all I'm gonna do now is make sure everything's torqued down, grease the ball joint, torque everything to spec, and go from there. These are like fairly old. I mean, I just feel like I'm gonna change them anyways for like a Continental street tire. We're also gonna change the lug nuts because I'm not a big fan of these style. These are like the Gorilla brand. I just feel like they're a little, I don't know. I don't really know what the right word is. It's just not my taste, so we'll be changing those out. Alright guys, so that does it for this one. I really want to do this here thing soon. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. But I got one more thing I got to do that is not neon related for another car. For the Sentra, I got to do something because I want to kind of sell that. So got to fix a couple things. I want to sell that, and then we'll get back on this. And then this is like the neon, the blueberry is more fun right now, per se. But this is where I'm going to leave you guys off. See you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We're close to 500. I want to do like a giveaway sweater, giveaway beanie, something really cool for the 500. So keep liking the shit out of it. Keep subscribing, commenting on it. If you comment douchebag shit, I'm gonna block you or delete you. This is what it is. But if you comment something chill, something cool, questions, I'm gonna do my best to answer them. But thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. We started off with like 3 subscribers. One of them was, well, 3 of them were family. So now it's like people from Mexico are commenting, people from Colombia. So thank you guys so much for all love. Yeah, man, I really appreciate everything. So see you guys in the next one. Take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.